Now time for For Your Money. We're joined by David Nelson, CEO of Nelson Corp Wealth Management. David, welcome back.
Thanks, Frederick.
Thank you. And so we've mentioned the concept of negative interest rates before on the show, and we're hearing it mentioned more and more. What are your thoughts on them?
So it's kind of shocking when we stop and think about it as far as what's taken place. In the olden days, several years ago, you'd pay, the government would pay you as far as to take money from you. And today what we find is that people are paying money to let the government take their money. Makes zero sense as far as in my mind, but that's how crazy things have gotten. There's 17 trillion, and that's with a T, trillion dollars of negative yielding bonds that are issued out there, primarily from Europe and Japan. It's just absolutely stunning as far as what's taken place.
Yeah, truly incredible. So what's an example, recent example at least, of this happening?
So I've got a slide here that will visually show us here. This is Greece. This is an 18-month period that we're looking at here. And what we see is that Greece has gone from essentially 0 to 7%. This is just shocking, again, when we stop and look at this, that people would lend their money to the Greece government at 0%. It's just stunning. And here's the best example as far as for individuals to look at as far as, again, how crazy things have gotten.
Why Greece in particular? Why are they of particular interest?
So Greece was the epicenter as far as of the past crises. And what we found as far as with Greece, and slide 2 here that we have, is that the yields just absolutely went off the charts. If I would have asked individuals out there, would you be interested in a bond that pays 160% back in the year 2011? Would you be interested? Most people would probably take them up on it. It was a Greece bond literally yielding 161%. Now, the way bonds work, just a little refresher course from before that we talked about, when interest rates go up as far as in the bonds like a teeter-totter, the value goes down and vice versa. So we saw interest rates peak at 161. They're now at 0%. It's just stunning as far as what's taken place. The economies, as far as in Europe and Japan, are such that individuals are willing to accept getting 0% or less. If you look at the rest of Europe, most of the countries today are negative. Not at 0, they're literally at negative returns. Again, you've got to be careful as far as on stuff like this, and certainly in your budgeting, as far as from the rate of return that you're going to get in doing the calculations for retirement, it's hard to say as far as what's a good rate of return to use. So, 3-4%, kind of the good old days. Today, we're at 0. It's shocking.
Not so much anymore. All right, David, thanks so much.
Thank you, Rick.
And if you missed any part of our discussion, we'll make it available for you on ourquadcities.com.